without further ado, we have the
Or
box
don't.
score Blitz. Game 1, Friday. The Dodgers come to town as the World Series favorites while the Feds stay at the sportsbook looking for Ibe and Ohtani. Bobby Miller versus Kyle Hendricks in Game 1. Hendricks was in early trouble, gave up 2 runs in the first inning, something he had a problem with last year, and a 2-run Teoscar Hernandez single. But don't worry, the bats awaken, or the bats begin, like Batman Begin. Filmed in Chicago, isn't that cool? They had 5 runs second. We had a Dansby Swanson and Michael Busch Dinger. Ohtani gambles on a pitch down the middle, hits it out of the park for his first home run at Wrigley, but Alzolay pumps the fist, play the damn song. Cubs win 9-7. Game 2, we get to see Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the first time. His first time at Wrigley. He puts the spikes on the tarp. People get mad. He's facing off against Jordan Wicks. Wicks looked great again. Maybe in a little shorter than we wanted to see, but 4.2 innings, 12 whiffs. Yamamoto had 13 whiffs, so take that. This young kid's got more than the phenom from Japan, so we didn't have to pay for him. Nice. Missed opportunity for him not to be on this team. But it wasn't the best game for the Cubs. They had a missed opportunity in the first inning. They only had 4 hard-hit balls, meaning balls hit over 95 miles per hour in the game. They lose 5-1. Not fun. And we got the swing game on Sunday, Game 3 of the Dodgers series. It's Gavin Stone versus Shota Imanaga. He's called Gavin Stone because he tends to get rocked. He gives up a bunch of runs early, 7 runs, in fact, in a rainy, terrible day at Wrigley Field. Miguel Rojas cries so hard they have to put the tarp on for a few hours. Huge rain delay. Cubs end up winning that game. Hours later, we get to sing the song, and we're off to San Diego, taking 2 of 3 from the world champion preseason favorites. Padres
Love
Game
me
1.
meatloaf.
Absolutely. The Padres Game 1 was so fun until it wasn't, which was a theme from last week. They score 8 runs early. The ass man comes in and shoves for 5. Counsell tries to push him a little bit as the bullpen's taxed from being a little bit overused from having to be pitched on Sunday, and a game that ended up being longer than they anticipated because of the weather gets hit around. Bullpen comes in, does nothing. They brought in a pitching machine, Jose Claus, and he got hit really hard. Did not walk people, just got hit really hard. And all of a sudden, it was 8-7. They bring in Adbert. He hangs the slider that Tatis hits to the moon prior to the solar eclipse. Cubs lose 9-8. First time they blew an 8-0 lead since June 28th, 2002 versus the White Sox. Padres game 2.
No, you said it right the first time.
No, I know. Padres game 2. I wake up on Tuesday morning, sad, grumpy, and not wanting to talk to anyone at work. But Game 2 was the cure. Morel, grand slam, a little bit of morale. And what can Brown do for you? He not only can ship at reasonable rates, but he can shove at 4.2 and 5 Ks. A bunch of whiffs. Cubs totally redeemed themselves like Lloyd Christmas and Dumb and Dumber when Game 2. And move on to Game 3. We have Kyle Hendricks pitching the second time in the 6-game spread. He had an inning of bad luck of sub-70 contact to turn the runs, and then he had an inning of bad pitching of over 100-mile-per-hour contact. This turns into a laugher real quick. Cubs get blown out. And the week 3-3. Hap is the highlight of the week, being on base all 12 games via hit or walk to start the year. And that's the box score Blitz. Wow, clap.
Perfect. Beautiful.